How the... A perfect circle? Do it again. Show your process.
I would compare my process in this project to something like SpongeBob drawing a circle. I tried desperately to make something simple out of an incredibly complex topic, and there's really no rhyme or reason to the approach. I looked at some sources of stress.
Wellesley. Mostly my work makes me stressed, but I would also say that recently, like, all of the horrible things that have been happening in the world have been making the normal stress of school much worse.
And I think we're just held to high standards and we try to meet those, and sometimes that requires like losing sleep or feeling like you're not adequate enough, and so you have to try harder or something like that.
2:09 a.m. So tonight's gonna be an all-nighter. It's 3:01 a.m. It is currently 1 a.m. It is currently 1:51 a.m. So that's like not quite 2 yet. It is 5:07 a.m. It's 8:57 a.m. and we're back at it. 3 hours of sleep.
I did really hate my first year class. And it's just like offensive, I think. And like, are you serious? You brought this PowerPoint into class? Fuck you.
Wow.
To be like a classmate when there's like 5 other students and to like come in with absolutely like no effort. I'm like, we're supposed to learn from each other. I think that art classes are really personal because you're supposed to learn from each other and critique each other. And when people just like don't care enough, I just think it's like rude and like sets me back.
And I also think that there's a culture of stress that like feeds onto itself. So I think there's a lot of that.
I can't wait to hear all about your summer.
Yeah, we should totally get lunch right now and catch up.
Yes. Oh, wait. I have an e-board meeting in Lulu in 15 minutes.
That's totally fine. I have a Skype interview in half an hour anyway.
I'm stressed because I'm taking 3 physics courses in my senior year, and I have to think about applying to jobs in grad school on top of taking those 3 courses. And these are 300 level courses, so it's just been a really stressful semester.
Like all really good schools are like this in terms of stress. So like Wellesley isn't itself the problem, it's just like
yeah, I think so. I think like all higher ed has like its own like structural problems.
What are you stressed about?
School, graduation, finding a real job, my financial future, grades coming out, final exams, financial aid, I guess normal stuff that a 20 to 22 year old would be going through. The people around me aren't students, they are recent graduates, and they seem to be more carefree than I am, because most of them have either very well-paying jobs or salaried jobs, so their financial future is a little bit more sound than mine. They have more disposable income, and they seem to be enjoying their life with fewer boundaries.
Like some people complain about like, I don't know, like Wellesley being stressful, like I get it, but I think like it's stressful for different reasons for like different people.
yeah, definitely.
I think it's just like most of the people who end up like dropping Wellesley or like taking a gap year or being like on probation, like they're usually like students who are like underrepresented in higher education. Yeah. I think it's just like, there's so many factors of stress here.
Yeah.
So,
especially right now.
Oh, with the.
Just 69 days from today, we will have another big first. our first woman president, Hillary.
I feel like people just acknowledge it as like that horrible thing that happened. You know, like, oh, that's
The wrong in the world.
like, you know, that shitty thing that like everyone's upset about, like that thing, and you're like, oh yeah, like I'm also upset about it. But I don't know, people, I think for me, I hate saying Donald Trump's name. I think I just don't like referring to him by name or referring to him, because he thrives on sensationalism, and I think talking about him perpetuates that. So that's why I refer to it in this vague way, and I think it's sad to talk about Hillary Clinton because that's just like tragic for many reasons. And so like I personally don't feel like I can acknowledge the election through any of the candidates, so I just like talk about it in broader strokes.
Yeah.
I began to explore theories of documentation.
I know how I would do it. How I would document it.
How would you do it?
Like either take a film or like a photo of someone like every day, and like then maybe like have them say like the points when they were more stressed. Like I can kind of tell when someone is stressed by like looking
into their face.
Yeah. Like just pick something that you do every day, and like, because you need to think something that's constant, right? And then like film it on days that you're stressed and days that you're not.
The problem with Francesca's idea is that I felt like I was constantly stressed.
My whole plan was I was gonna practice one last time. So I just threw up in the teacher's bathroom in Jewett for like an hour.
I found coping with stress to be as complex and multifaceted as the idea of stress itself.
Definitely organization is a huge de-stressor for me. I think I cleaned from like 11 p.m. until 4 a.m. last night. Just like completely, the kitchen was disgusting and somebody needed to do it. So I'm feeling good, but also sort of like, maybe I should have done something else with my time.
So my favorite method of coping with stress is like watching cute dog videos on Facebook, or like cute things about dogs. But when I'm feeling especially stressed, like, and I really feel like I need to like get some relief, I will sometimes go to the Animal Rescue League in Boston under the guise of adopting a dog and hang out with it for like a while. But you can't do that often.
That I realized you need to take a break regardless of how much work you have. And when I say a break, that doesn't mean like go on Facebook and be on it for 2 hours. That means like get a cup of tea and like lay down or talk to a friend or have a nice long dinner and don't rush. You know, something that you don't do because you have a lot of work. Just take the time to do it, to take care of yourself.
Substances came up a lot as a natural topic.
Like that's the one thing that scares me more than anything else, is that they're like, oh wait, that's not actually what's wrong with you, you have another problem. Here's more pills of a different class that you should start immediately. Exactly. On a very fundamental level, we're being changed all the time by either experience or like the actual substances you put into your body. Like that shit's like permanently affecting your development.
Yep. Like we'd be outside for 1 second, he'll pop out a cigarette and take one puff and then like put it out. You know,
oh my
like,
god, I've seen that so many times.
Right?
It's like to stop, but like it's also such a waste of cigarettes.
Such a waste.
At a point, I started using this project as a means to cope, as a means of being able to think through and look at things, to do the stuff I haven't had the time to do. While a lot of interesting stuff came up when I provoked it, I found the data I collected naturally to be most interesting audiovisually. With a camera, I could get at some sources of stress, some ways stress looks, and a few methods of dealing with stress in a new and unique way.